The ESRB has rated Planet Zoo E10 Plus for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for everyone aged 10 and over. Hey there, folks, and welcome to Hurricane Pine Ridge. The rain started, and holy shit, it has not let up. I'm surprised people aren't running for the hills. Anyway, guys, excuse me, hold on, let me get a drink. Now the rain ends. Neru's about to die of old age. Okay, well, that leads me into what we're doing in this episode. Specifically, this is going to be what I occasionally call a bookkeeping episode. Unlike the sandbox mode for the game, which basically you can ignore the gameplay itself and you can just build habitats. This zoo is franchise mode, which means I have to pay attention and play the game. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and pause the game so that we can get everything done that needs to be done without constantly having to stop and respond to alerts. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the animals in the zoo and, species by species, make sure they're doing well, make sure that they're not overpopulated, and that they've got all their needs met and all that number. Okay. Econ. I don't like Econ. Let's rename him. He's going to be named Ethan from now on. Ethan's a nice name. Anyway, Ethan looks like he's green across the board. He's got a little bit of a space problem. He needs a little more space, but not much. How much is it? It's okay, it's calculating. We will see. Let me see. I got to actually turn the game on and pause it for it to finish calculating. Come on. Any day now. Okay, apparently it's not going to. So I'm going to pause the game again since it's not giving me any actual information. And one of the things I want to do here, this is the other thing we're going to do. We're going to, if there's anything that the habitat needs or should have, or it would be cool to have, or whatever, we're going to go ahead and add it. Like, for instance, this. Where, let me see, I need a TV screen 4 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, too small, 2 meters. That'll do it. That's animal burrow 5. Oh, okay, so I need to... There we go. You see all the... Everybody who wants to, we got a camera in there so they can see Ethan sleeping in the burrow. Very cool. Okay, otherwise looks like he's got everything he needs. Let's move on to the next species. Next species is African leopard. Okay. Latoya here is 15 years old. Where is Latoya? Where are you, girl? Oh, she's over there. I'm going to pause it. Okay, let's see. Latoya's 15. What does that mean for lifespan? Ah, she's elderly. So what we need to do, I mean, it says, adult, but their apparently their natural lifespan's right about 15 years. So she's apparently, uh, uh, you know, leopard. She's apparently about to die of old age. Let's get a young. Okay, we have a couple of almost 3-year-olds here. I get 5,200 uh, credits, and it looks like all the really young leopards are going for. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get them. Excuse me. We're going to add them to the habitat. Now, in regard to the habitat, plenty of space, plenty of climbing. Couple plants they don't like, but you know what? I happen to know that the critters not liking a plant has no effect on the gameplay whatsoever. None. So I'm not even going to worry about it. Captive birth. Okay. So let's let the game run while the leopards get here. Crap. Okay, so we have, and you got her pregnant, right? Yeah, you are going on birth control, you bad, bad boy. Go get yourself a drink of water. 118 Khalid. No. Khalid. Okay. Don't have sex with your own children, douchebag. I didn't get to her in time, and now she's carrying her dad's baby. Yay. Okay, what do we have? Exhibit species. All right. Okay, so we got the reward for that. Do we not have... This is the other thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm like, we could use some, look, there's a lot of litter over here. We could use some trash cans, maybe park bench. But that's all I'm doing in this episode is this kind of upkeep. When I notice things that could be done but haven't been. That wasn't strictly necessary to do, but you know. Breed 3 habitat animals of different species. Okay. About to die of old age. And this is one of the reasons why I was like, yeah, we'll pause the game so I can take care of everything. So I'm going to go back to doing that. Black and white rough lemur. I need a female. All right, let's go back to the species by species. Okay, African leopards. You see, I told she was about to become elderly. So we're going to go ahead and rehome her. We'll move on to the next because these two are doing just fine. They haven't formed a pride or whatever you call a pack of leopards. You know, they're the only leopards here. They're going to be mates. They're going to be making babies. It'll work out just fine. As soon as they decide that, you know, they're family. All right, so from African leopards, we go to African penguins. Okay, African penguins. There's a lot of them, obviously. Ooh, look at the elders. Let's rehome the elderly. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead. Got a lot of them that are kids. Tell you what I'm going to do. How many adults do we have? Let's work backwards from the adults. They need equal numbers, but the problem is these are all relatives. They're all the children of the elders that I just rehomed. So what we need to do is I'm going to put all the juvenile African penguins, except for 2, in the trade center. And then I'll do this so that it actually happens. Okay, now. Okay, they are going to the trade center. They're in the trade center. So let's do this. For right now, we're only going to look at the ones that are still in the habitat. We got 2 juveniles and a whole bunch of adults. And we need equal numbers of males and females. Except, like I said, these are all siblings. So we need to... Okay, these 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and release all of the adult males to the wild. Okay, that leaves the juvenile male and all these adults. Well, I'm going to keep the 3 youngest females and release the rest to the wild. And then we need 3 males. And of course, it doesn't give me males, just give me 2 females. All right. But that takes care of the African penguins, because we've only got 5. We've got 3 adult females and 2 adult males coming. That we really need another. We really need a 3rd adult male, but I don't think I'm going to get one. You see? The game's just being stubborn. So we'll leave it at that for now. The 2 juvenile penguins that I have in the habitat, I'm going to go ahead and put them on birth control because I don't want them having any more. In fact, let's put them all on birth control. I don't want any of them having babies because we got a storage area full of baby African penguins. As these 2 come to maturity, I will add more babies and replace them in a cycle until all of the African penguins are grown. So let's go to the next species. African spurred tortoise. Okay. We have an elder, but she's pregnant. That is a problem. We're going to go ahead and give her birth control. We're going to put dad on birth control too. These animals take forever to get. Yeah, they're not as bad as the giant tortoises, but holy living fuck. So I'm not going to really do anything with these. We're just going to hope that in fact, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the male, because what we need to do is get rid of the elders, bring in a couple of younger adults, and then hope the babies grow up so we can trade them out of the zoo. Okay. Next species, Amazonian giant centipedes. Ah, really? Are they dead? That would be bad. Giant centipedes. No, apparently we do have some. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. These are easy to care for. We find the youngest comparatively aged pair, which are these 2, and we trade the rest of them out of the zoo. Quick $1,250, and then we ask a keeper to come clean the habitat. Okay, black wildebeest. Okay. Sitambile gets traded out. All the kids get released to the wild. And that should do it for the black wildebeests. They really do need a second female. So let's see what we can find. Aha! We'll come back to the black wildebeests in a moment. Black wildebeest. Not black rhinoceros. Black wildebeest. And I need another female. Oh, that's so tempting. But he's an elder. This is somebody performing a scan. You know, hey, yeah, 1,500's not that bad. I'll buy him. Oh my God, he's dead. Somebody is conning people. It's not cool to do that, guys. Okay, let's see. So we got 3 females. Okay, 2 females and a male. Let's move on to the next species. Black and white ruffed lemurs. This is the one that just recently died. So let's see. We have a male here who is elderly, so we will rehome him. Then three females, huh? One male, 13 feet. Yeah, okay, so what we need is a single male black and white ruffed lemur. Let's see. Next species. Blue wildebeest. All right, we have 2 elders, so let's go ahead and rehome those. We'll quick trade them. Two young adults, we'll quick trade those. That leaves us with 1 male and 3 females. Just, let's see. That's about the same number of as we had blacks, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's repause the game and then go to the next species, which is boa constrictors. They're both elderly, so let's look at them. Let's see. The youngest female is 5.8 years. Let's go ahead and get her, and we'll go ahead and get this guy here. And we'll send them into the zoo. And these two ladies will get traded out. And we'll call the keeper to come clean the habitat. Okay, next species. Bongos. We have 3 bongos in the habitat. That's plenty of space. One of them is a pregnant female. They're all relatively young, so I don't need to adjust anything. I hope this isn't a pregnant child. Let me see. I am really, truly hoping that this is not the product of inbreeding. No, it's not. Darweshi, our male, is not her dad, so that's fine. Okay, so these guys are good. Next species. Brazilian wandering spiders. Here we go, Brazilian wandering spiders. Like we did with pretty much every other exhibit species, we find the youngest male-female couple. We trade out everything else. And then we call a keeper. Now, I noticed that this habitat is empty. Goliath beetles. And we'll call a keeper just for the sake of calling a keeper. So the next species, common death adder. Okay. Brown snake. There we go, death adders. Okay. Quick trade all the excess. Call in a keeper. Common ostrich. Okay. Delili is elderly, so we're going to release her to the wild. I'd like to find a female that's about 15 years old. Excuse me. What's the lifespan on? Lifespan's 46 years. Yeah, 15's good. I got one here who's 14. She'll do. All right, next species. Diamondback terrapin. All right. Exhibit species are very easy to care for. All right, that's the youngest couple, so I'm calling a keeper to clean the habitat. All right, next species. Eastern brown snakes. We saw those guys over here. Right there. All right. Giant burrowing cockroach. All right. Like I said, the exhibit animals are not a problem with caring, because, you know, it's usually a matter of just getting rid of the X. Now, you know what? There is a way to set that up automatically, but for some reason, it's never worked to my satisfaction, which is why I've been preferring to do it by myself. Giant forest scorpions are right around here. In the middle. So there's a couple. Hey, $6,700 from scorpions. That's actually pretty good. Who'd have imagined there was such a huge scorpion market? The giant Malaysian leaf insect. So, most of you are wondering, well, Jack, you haven't mentioned the Planet Zoo 2 trailer yet. You're right. It dropped this morning. I watched it, and I have taken up an attitude of being excited but cautious. And here's the reason. I have been asking for a long time, ever since the idea of a Planet Zoo 2 was broached. Are we going to get all the same stuff that we had previously? Okay, leaf insect. You know, and I saw this trailer and I was like, oh, look, flying birds and aquariums. I was never one of those people who were like, where's the aquariums? Where's the aquariums? Where's the birds? Where's the birds? That was nowhere. Neither of those two items were ever on my wish list for Planet Zoo 2. So, but what I did do was I repeatedly asked, are we going to still have everything we had in Planet Zoo 1? And it looks like the answer is no, because I've already noticed that you're not going to get the axolotl without buying the deluxe edition, so you have to pay an extra charge to get an animal you've already got if you've got Planet Zoo 1. And let me tell you, I purchased all of the DLC. 22 DLC packs at $10 a piece. $210. Plus an extra $15 for the deluxe edition add-on. $235. Plus the original game, $50. So $280 to get me where I am right now with Planet Zoo 1. Okay? My question is, how much am I going to have to spend to get Planet Zoo 2 to where Planet Zoo 1 is right now? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't want to have to spend another $285 to have Planet Zoo 2 be as capable as what Planet Zoo 1 is. Now, somebody has pointed out to me that if Frontier does with Planet Zoo what they did with Jurassic World 3, Jurassic World Evolution 3, they will not be releasing all of the base game animals all at once, but afterward we'll start handing them out as free updates. You'll log on and at one point, you'll do a down, you'll log on to Steam to play the game and it'll automatically download some free shit. I would be fine with that as long as I don't have to pay another $300 to get back everything I've got now. I don't see that as being unreasonable. I really don't. Let me know what you think. Okay, little penguins, my favorite animal in the world. The first thing we got to do is get rid of all the elderly penguins, which might be all of them. I hate to say it. Holy moly. Okay. And I know that I need 6 of these. 3 males, 3 females. My throat is telling me that I've talked too much. Nathan? Yeah. The lady at my house was having some problems. She asked me to get through. Do you have a cola or something? Nothing at all, man. Okay. She is not feeling good. Of course, okay. Aha!
What's up, Mom?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 3 males, 3 females. Perfect. Next species. Nile monitor. Okay, we got a lot of them that are in storage. We got 4 of them that are in the habitat. These are still juveniles, and Mama is not having any more babies. So this is all we can do for them. They are as happy as they can be. The guests like them, and I'm going to keep replacing the juveniles as they mature. We're going to keep replacing the juveniles with more of them. Yeah, it's a little tight in there, but you know what? Too bad. .5, 2.5. Well, I suppose I can do this. All right. Next species. Nyala. Okay, we got 3 elders. We're going to release all those to the wild. And we've got, let's see, she's 7. So we need to find 1 male and at least 1 female who are about that age. Okay, 1 male and 1 female about that age. Okay, next. Red River Hogs. Trade out the elder female. Let me see something about Red River Hogs. Okay, 2 to 10, 1 male, 9 females. So we should only have 1 male in here. $16 old is early. 9 is still has a couple of years on him, but you know, and I don't feel like replacing all the females. So let's keep him around for right now. Well, either that, you know what, I got a better idea. Let's find a 5-year-old male. Let's find a 5-year-old male. Or someone close to 5 years old. 6 years old. You'll do. Okay. All right, 2 juveniles, 3 females, 1 male. Yeah, that works. Let's go to the next species, please. Reticulated giraffes. Okay. Hold on just a second, folks. Sorry about that, folks. That was my brother Nathan who was asking me. He's going out to buy a snack and a drink and wanted to know if I wanted anything. It was nice of him to ask. I really appreciate it. So, we have a young adult and we have our 2 adults. So let's go ahead and release our young adult male Fulu to the wild. And let's see if we can't pick up another adult female. Probably not, but it never hurts to try. Yeah, this will work. All right, next species. Ring-tailed lemurs, both of which are safe ages. So let's see if we can't get them a boyfriend. The hell? Oh, I see what I did. I forgot to turn off the filter. Jesus Christ. Would you stop? I said release the filter, release all filter. Let me just punch this until I get frustrated. Release the goddamn filters. Ring-tailed lemurs. Perfect. Okay. Next species. We're about to get to the end of them. We're about done here, guys. All right. Okay, adult, and juvenile. Little baby Cole. Isn't he just the cutest thing? I love rhinoceros. Rhinoceroses are my second favorite. After little penguins, rhinoceri are my second favorite animals. I have a t-shirt that says Save the Chubby Unicorns. It's got a big picture of a rhinoceros on it. I love that shirt. Springbok. Okay. Salehi is elders. We're going to go ahead and send them out. So is Adiola. We're going to send them both out. That leaves Olugbala, whose name is too horrible. So I'm going to rename him Orson. Because why not? He looks like an Orson. And Orson's brother Sally, who we're going to go ahead and trade away. And then we are going to find a couple of girlfriends for Orson. There we go. Nabalong and Omulara. No. Lara and Natalie. Okay. Who else do we got? We got striped hyenas. Like I said, we are almost done here. Okay, we have 2 elders. We're going to go Zahir and Farouk. We're going to go ahead and rehome those guys. Ali, all by his lonesome in this habitat. Okay, let's see. We're going to get Isan. Isan expired. They all expired. Let's refresh this list, see if we can get more. Okay, we're going to get Solomon. Solomon's not that bad of a name. It's a variation on the name Solomon, which is a good name. Then we're going to get Shazia. Going to bring her in, and that'll be it for the hyenas. So let's see, next species. Thompson's gazelles. I'm sorry about the coughing, but I have to tell you, I've been talking now for a while, and talking aggravates my my coughing. Okay, let's go ahead and remove all the kids out. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about Messi. Her dad, Khalid, got her pregnant. So let's move to the next species. We're down to our last animal, and that's the western diamondback rattlesnake, of which we have 1 left in here. Here we go. How old is she? She's elderly, 21 years old. Okay. This is as close as we're going to get them, huh? Okay. And we will remove essence from the tank. And then we will call a keeper. Okay, so now let's make sure all right, everybody's getting the right food. Okay, that's good. Yellow anaconda is empty. Let's fix that. Yellow anaconda empty, yep. One male, one female. Okay, excellent. Let's call a keeper just because. What do we got? We got green iguanas. Okay. One male, one female. Eastern blue-tongued lizard. Empty. One male, one female. Into the box. Call a keeper. Okay, looks like the rest of them are all active and thriving. All right. Okay, all the staff rooms are open. They're low demand, but they are giving people what they need. Good enough. Facilities. Keeper huts. Quarantine, low demand, efficiency. Animal Trade Center, veterinary surgery. Workshop, okay. Otherwise, everything is working well. So, we unpause the game and all those transfers happen on, some of them instantaneously, some of them very slowly. And we immediately lose connection with the franchise servers, so yay. Anyway, guys, thank you for sitting through what I'm sure was a boring, repetitive game session. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the next episode. I know I would show you where I'm going to add something, but unfortunately I lost connection. I have to wait until this hooks up again before I can do anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and save and leave the game. And thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.
You could be a part of it. There's a revolution, you could be the start of it. Better get a move on while there's still a chance of it. If there's no improvement, this could be the last of it. Nature was a haven, now we need saving. No more conversation, time for cultivation. We all got a part to do to help the world pull through. But you gotta build a zoo. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You gotta build a zoo.